Chael Sonnen came out and said that the UFC is marketing Khamzat Chimaev in the wrong way as a response to the Daniel Cormier's comments. Daniel Cormier said that he doesn't like the fact that the Khamzat is spending time with Darren Till and we see all these, Smashbros things, and the other side of Khamzat Chimaev, being wild behind the wheel, being a nice person outside of the ring, because it basically ruins this persona of being a beast. Chael Sonnen basically pointed out like, hey, I like how Vince McMahon basically markets Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is a beast. The beast doesn't speak. He just wants to be this beast to be mystical and basically don't say anything and it will sell fights. However, I disagree with it because I think that not only the UFC is evolving, not only the whole sports of MMA is evolving, I think also fighters are evolving and also what people want to see. I think everybody is already fed up with the archetypical, all good, all humble, all nice guy versus all bad, all arrogant guy, Great example, Conor McGregor got successful, became super arrogant, and that's what he represented. To one side of the camp, that's what only people would see. The other people saw that like, oh, he's successful, that's just how it is, he earned it, and that's how he can act now. Then you have Khabib. Khabib was a super humble, religious man, family man, a person who didn't wish anything bad on anyone else, And people like those likable guys. People like types, guys like Jan Blachowicz, Glover Teixeira, even though no one wants to see them lose because they're just nice, they're just humble and people like to see it. People also like to see bad guys, when you have guys like Colby Covington, he's just like trying to, incite riots, people who just trying to make everyone else mad. People like that. But I believe it's not enough. And let me suggest one thing that could basically surprise all the fighters. You don't have to act it, you can be natural. And I think that's the duality of character. And no, I'm not talking about Colby Covington, that like, hey, I put on this persona in front of the cameras, and then behind the scenes I'm a very nice guy and I treat everyone in a very nice way. I'm talking the duality of persona in terms of like anti-heroes, There is a reason why anti-heroes are popular. There is a reason why characters like Deadpool or Punisher from the comics or even from the ancient times Odysseus were so popular. Because they're like humans, they have flaws, They have dark intents, they have good signs, They are flawed like humans, so they are much more relatable, And I understand that like some people like Brock Lesnar should not be relatable because he's a monster, he's a beast, he's this huge guy who's basically gonna beat everyone up. You can apply the logic to like some heavyweights. But Khamzat, I think Khamzat is a perfect archetype for anti-hero because he says inside of the cage that I'll kill everybody, smash everybody, right? He works his ass off in a training room. But then you see through the block asset and with the videos with Darren Till and the things that he does in his private life, that he's super humble, that he cares that everybody's having a good time during the training sessions. That cares like, goes out with his teammates, and give out food to homeless people. I think people want to see that because people can relate to the people and to the fighters who are flawed, Fighters who are mean and monstrous in the octagon, but at the same time, they are just still regular human beings. And people want to see that. And I believe that offers so much more to sell rather than, this is the epitome of success. This is Conor McGregor, he's arrogant, that's how he is. Or this is Khabib, humble religious guy who just fights his whole life and that's how he was brought up. I think if you have someone that can combine the best of two worlds, someone who can be the beast inside of the octagon and being just nice, humble person with flaws outside of it, that is a story you can sell 24/7 to anyone, Because if you have haters, they will tune in, If you're all bad guy, they will have haters that will tune in because they want to see you lose, and you have fans who just like the bad, arrogant person you have. When you have all humble guy, you have people who like it, who will tune in, and then you have people who say, oh, it's all fake. I don't want to see nice guys. I want to see someone who is mean. But now imagine you have a person who takes both of these traits from this world, mixes them and combines them. I think that could be the best way the UFC could market Khamzat Chimaev. We need to see more videos of Smash Brothers, with Darren Till. I think it's amazing content and it could be super good. Especially because we are living in an age when people just want to consume content, I don't want to have a fighter who is this like a Brock Lesnar, he's a beast, he's not supposed to talk. I want to see content, I don't want to wait 6 months until I see him fight. And during those 6 months, I don't want to forget about him. I want to see what he's doing, I want to see how he's preparing for the fight. I want to see how he is living when he's not preparing for the fight. And I think the UFC should recognize that, and not just UFC, I think the fighters themselves. Because the sport is growing, it's not just, some backyard fighting anymore. So if your stardom is growing, put it out there. People want to see it, and I think the view counts, the responses to those videos are amazing. It's a live proof that it works. So what do you think, guys? Do you like to see these archetypical fighters like, I'm all bad, all arrogant, and then you have other fighters that are all good, all nice, all humble? Or would you like to see something else for a change? Something that is true and original, something that is some sort of archetypical anti-hero guy? Would you like to see that? Let me know now in the comments below, and I will see you next one.